record, so everybody that is not here can join us. So this is your first go-to training with me here in music distribution this month. So let me make that a little bigger. I have Roberta and Tara with me. Is that how I pronounce your names? Is that right, ladies?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, awesome. And I'm Brandy, so I will be your teacher for the music distribution semester. Hopefully everybody has been enjoying the course material so far. And our first week was artist royalties. Now you're working on licensing and royalty splits with the songwriter and the publisher this week. So hopefully you're having a good time with all of that. I know it's a lot of Excel work and math at first, but your third week will be about sales and developing an infomercial through persuasion and stuff. It's a persuasion process. And their fourth week, you'll be creating a case study. So even though the first 2 weeks are a little heavy with the Excel spreadsheets, the second 2 weeks are a little different. So I like to get to know you guys a little bit before we move into our first session. And really, I kind of use this first session as a meet and greet type of thing, anyways, and just give you guys some tips. So before I introduce myself to you, hopefully you've already seen the video, anyways, my welcome video. Tell me a little bit about yourselves. We'll start with Roberta. Tell me about why you're here at Full Sail.
Well, for music business, once I graduate, I really want to start my own record label. So right now, the biggest thing for me is figure out, where I want to start that business. I actually went to LA this month. Well, not this month, but I'm in July,
Mm-hmm.
and I plan on going to Atlanta and New York by the end of the year. Trying to get a feel for areas and things like that.
Oh, wow. So are you going to look for an internship and then get a job and then develop a record label, or are you just going to go ahead and go for it?
I just gonna go ahead and go for it. I've actually been talking to people, networking and things like that. So I'm asking people to be my mentors and stuff like that.
Oh, good for you. Awesome. Okay. Well, that's really interesting. How about you, Tara? What do you have going on?
My program is for music business as well. When I initially started the program, I thought I wanted to go into A&R, but after taking music business marketing, I discovered I have an affinity for marketing and public relations, and I really enjoyed it. So that's kind of the route I'm seeking after graduation.
Awesome. Okay. Very cool. And what I always tell everybody, first day of class, whether it's online or on campus, make sure you try to get at least one internship just to kind of see how another company works on the inside, see what they're doing, what their day-to-day work life is like. It's good to just to get an internship within the industry as quick as possible, even if you're still in school, get your internship over with, go ahead and try something out for a month or two. I just always like to put that out there that it's pretty important. And a little bit about me. I'm Brandy Price, and I have a master's degree in communication. And I actually worked with Atlantic Records during the digital revolution of 2000 through 2003. So I got to experience the whole freak out of, oh my God, what do we do? People are stealing our music. Yeah, it was a huge shift. We actually lost half of our distributors during that time.
Ooh.
Yeah, we
Wow.
lost a lot of one stops, just a lot of independent distributors. And I remember we had local distributors around here in Orlando and stuff, and they went away. So a lot of our record stores went away. The only ones that stuck around were the ones that really went towards vinyl and novelty type items. We have some big ones here in Orlando. Where are y'all at? Roberta, where are you at?
Yes, I'm here in Orlando.
Oh, you're in Orlando. Awesome. Okay. Do you usually take your classes on campus?
I actually switched to campus, sorry, online this month. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of networking and a lot of traveling, talking to people. And
Yeah.
it's much easier to be, online to do that.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, we used to have a couple of distributors here. In fact, I don't know if you remember seeing Peaches. That was one of our big ones here that we lost. But yeah, awesome. And Tara, where are you at?
I'm in Florida too. I'm about an hour and a half south of Orlando in Port St. Lucie.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Well, we have two, actually three of us, three Florida people here. Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, I started out with Atlantic. I've worked with, you probably saw my video already, but I worked with Diatonic Productions, recording studio. I worked with, I've done management, artist management. I've done consulting. I worked with a record label here a couple of years ago and revamped their whole like business model and their website and their whole distribution platform. I've done a lot of different things. I used to be a sales trainer. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. And I've been here at Full Sail for 8 years now, so it's been a while. And actually, I just wrote an article on Snapchat using it for artists. That was last week, I think. And yeah, so that's now on your reading list this month. So you'll get to read an article I just posted. It was a blog. So I did that for symphonic distribution, actually. Did one of you do symphonic? I know somebody did symphonic this week on discussion board.
Yeah, it was me. I did since one, I guess.
Yeah, okay, Roberta, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Yeah, I just read that. I was like, awesome, you did symphonic. Yeah, I write for their, I'm starting to write for their blog a little bit. So I wrote the Snapchat article for them. So cool. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, so how I stay up to date in the industry, I'm going to go over a few good resources for you. Before I do that, though, how do y'all stay up to date? Roberta, well, how do you stay up to date with the industry?
Twitter.
Okay, cool. Twitter's a great way. Do you do list?
Oh, I have to get into doing that. Somebody tried to show me how to do it, but I have to look into how to do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I strongly urge you to do list because it is really helpful if you are in a rush and and you still want to use Twitter. It's good to have lists because then you can pointedly go to that list and then just see what's going on with like say music industry blogs, or you can go in and you can network for a little while, with just a group of people that you want to network with. So yeah. So Tara, how about you? What do you do to stay up to date with the industry?
Social media, and I get emails from a lot of sites like Pigeons and Planes and different publications.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's really good for you guys to stay up to date because whether you're interviewing or you're just out in the industry working with people in the industry, you're going to want to have things to talk about, and what better to talk about than the industry. In fact, I just read an article on Wired magazine. Any of you fans of Wired?
Hmm.
Yeah, Wired is great. I have this sitting here right here on my couch actually. They did an article on the idea of tip jars and how that's becoming big, in the industry. And they were saying, what if streamers like Spotify put a tip jar for the artist? I,
Hmm.
that's a great idea, right?
Yes.
Almost like a spin on like crowdsourcing, right? Or crowdfunding.
Yeah, kind of. It's like Patron. Actually, I read about Patron in that article. Have y'all heard of Patron?
No. Mm-mm.
Patreon? I don't know how to pronounce it, but here, I'll show you guys Patreon. Let me go over here. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Patreon. Yeah, this is what Amanda Palmer has been using and funding like her projects and stuff recently.
Huh.
Yeah, this is it's like a tip jar. It's like an ongoing tip jar where you open up an account and your fans or whoever can just keep giving you money for things so that you can keep creating content. So it's not like a project, it's just like an ongoing source of funds from people.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool, right? I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Hmm.
So things are really developing. You're seeing a lot more entrepreneurs get out there and try different things, new startups and stuff. So pretty cool. Anyways, get back over here. So how I stay up to date with the industry. I like Twitter. I use Twitter a little bit. Um, but primarily Billboard and Rolling Stone and College Music Journal, cmj.com. You'll be learning a little bit about that this semester. And then these three down here I'll take you to their sites. All right, we got the Daily Chord. This is a South by Southwest newsletter, and it's actually the top like music industry news articles of the day. And then we have Digital Music News is my favorite. This is about anything digital music, right? So Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff. SoundCloud, when they say SoundCloud plays have nearly doubled in the past year, right? So anything that's going
Hmm.
on in our area. So this is a really important website for you to know about and to stay up to date with. And then we have the Left Sits Letter. He is a big blogger and music attorney. And if you go to any conferences, a lot of times he's there. People will be talking about what he said about what. So it's good to know who he is. And he puts out some very opinionated blog posts. And he sends them, and you can subscribe, and then you'll get it in your email. That's what I do. So yeah, I definitely suggest looking into this guy. So yeah. And that's a little bit about how I stay up to date. And like I was saying before, we did royalty calculations this past week. Everybody did a really good job. Make sure you look at your feedback. If you have any questions or if I told you to contact me or anything, make sure you do. Um, we have royalty calculations again this week, and then your infomercial, which is super fun. Everybody has a great time with the infomercial and your case study. So those are the main class projects. Other than that, what can I answer for you? What do you want to discuss since you have me right here live?
For the calculations for this week, 'cause I know 'cause I finished it up today. I know like some of the answers that I got are like maybe 0.00. Do we need to round that or anything, or just leave it just like as it is?
Oh, okay. You mean for the licensing royalties?
Yeah, once we get our answers, do we need to do anything else? Just leave them as is.
No, you can leave them as is because what you're looking at for the royalties is pennies, right? So if you're taking 9 cents and breaking that down, right, or 0.0175, which is less than 2 cents, right, and you break that down even further and split it 60-40, you're going to have, you know, less than pennies. So that's why you're seeing
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, 'cause I was like,
that. Yeah, no, they're just really small numbers. So that's why royalties are like that for the songwriters. But good question. Any other questions? How's everything going with the class?
I have a
Hi.
question just to kind of ease my mind, because I freak out with numbers. I'm a little better with words. But I saw on the quiz that we're required to use the same formulas as we did for assignment one to calculate the songwriter and publishing royalties. And it literally just they're just calculated the same, just plug it in similar, the way we had them in our graphs for assignment one.
No, I think. Oh, okay. So I'm a little confused because okay, assignment one was artist royalties, and then the second week you're doing songwriter royalties, which is quiz two, which is based off of those royalties. So I would like to urge you to go ahead and do your assignment for the week before you
Okay.
quiz because what you're going to do is just take that instruction sheet where I have all the little formulas broken down for you and stuff, and
Hmm.
you're going to use that instruction sheet, which is like a template, right? Because I created the formulas for you in the chart. That's like a template. You're going to use that for your quiz.
Okay, that makes sense now. I feel much better because I started to panic a little bit. I'm like, this doesn't really make sense.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I mean, if I wrote something wrong on there or there's an error, just let me know. That happens.
Oh, no, no, it's
Okay.
my fault. I haven't opened assignment two yet, so that makes perfect sense. I appreciate
Okay,
it.
yeah, no problem. Awesome. And I know that the Sound Exchange, right? Sound Exchange, was it? Yeah, Sound Exchange video, the about video. Who sent that to me? One of
Oh,
you.
I did.
Okay, Roberta. Yeah.
Yes.
I had emailed you back about that, and I was like, I looked into it, and I don't know what's going on, but Sound Exchange made it private. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, and they just did that. So I actually sent them an email because I couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, well, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, why would you make a video about your company to artists, which is just a quick overview? Why would you make that private? So I don't know if maybe they have somebody not knowing what they're doing that they hired that messed it up.
No.
So
I
I
saw that
sent
too.
an email and I was like, hey, so why do you have your about videos private now? So hopefully they will get back to me in the next day or two and we can fix that issue. But all it is the about video. So if you go to their website, you can kind of look at their about page and get the same
Okay.
information. But it was nice because it was a little video. It was just like this little like overview and said, this is what we do for, artists and everything. It was like, so. I don't know. I don't know what you never know when you hire some people and they don't know what the heck they're doing on the web and they just do stuff, I don't know. So, yeah, good questions. Any other questions?
Mm, I don't know because hopefully I got these answers right because questions what it's 3 and 4. Yeah, because there's a lot you have to do for those. So I'm just hoping my numbers are correct. Uh,
Or are you
I,
looking at your quiz? Is that what you're asking about?
oh no, for the assignment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the assignment, the songwriter royalties.
Yeah, because you have to do the for 3 and 4 both the under 5 minutes and above 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I have the first two correct. The other two I'm nervous about.
Okay, well, the fourth one you can just take that third chart really, and you can
Yeah.
copy and paste it, and then from
Mhm.
there, just make sure that you change all of the numbers, that you go through and you change everything from the word problem. But the formulas are the same, of course.
Yes.
It's like extra practice for you. Yeah, Tara?
I have a question. Yes. I know when the song is over 5 minutes, the royalty increases, but if it's like 5.23, like it's not quite 6 minutes and it's not quite five, do you round up?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you always
So
round
you would
up.
just
So,
count it as six.
yeah,
Okay.
once you hit even 1 second over for a song, always round up.
Okay.
Yeah, good question. Yeah.
Thank you.
Always round up. So those are excellent questions. Yeah, if you have any, you have my cell number. I always like to remind everybody. Make sure you text me or call me on my cell number, especially if it's over the weekend and you're trying to get a hold of me because I'm not working on the weekend. So if you need me, just use my cell number. If you ever have any questions while you're working on that stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So how are y'all enjoying the video lectures I put together for you?
They're
I love
really
it.
insightful. It's a lot of information. It's helpful for sure.
Awesome. Roberta?
It was great. I'm getting everything, just like that. I was kind of nervous when the math part came. I'm like, oh God.
That's
But
how I felt.
you're so thorough and you explain everything exactly the way it should be. And yeah, I feel very
Yeah.
confident in this course.
I
Cool.
love using Excel. It's fun with all the different like formulas and watching it calculate it, but numbers I find extremely daunting.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know, when I went to school and stuff, I tried to stay away from numbers as much as possible, and I did communication and marketing and PR and all of that stuff. I was like into the psychology of sales and marketing, and I was like, I don't
hmm
want to deal with numbers so much, but you really have to in business. So,
Yeah. It's
it's
an evil necessary.
yeah, absolutely. And if somebody messes up a royalty calculation, they, I mean, that right there can kill a business. Like you pay somebody
Right.
$10,000 instead of $1,000, it's a huge difference. Stuff like that
hmm
happens with royalty miscalculations. So yeah. Well, awesome. It's good having you guys in class. So far, the discussions were awesome this week. I was really impressed with everybody's standard of work. So, everything looked great. I was really impressed. So I think this is going to be a great semester. And if you need anything, if you ever want to chat with me, I love getting on like Google Hangouts and talking or Skype and answering any questions for you. And again, use my cell phone anytime. So I'm usually up pretty late. So you're welcome to text me late if you want to. I'll be around.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Thank you.
welcome to Music Distribution, ladies, and I hope you enjoy the video. There's a lot of video lectures, so make sure you prepare every week to watch, an hour or two of video lectures.
Okay.
Right. Well, y'all have a wonderful, I guess, rest of the evening. If you have any other questions, I'm here. Anybody have anything else?
No,
No?
I'm good.
Uh,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, great. Well, y'all have a good rest of the night, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, sounds
Thank you.
good. Thank you.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.